Hey, Vera.
Good morning.
So, you're Vera, right? I'm Trucy. Trucy Wright. That's right with a W. But not right. Right? We're on your side. You can tell us anything. Please.
Good morning.
She speaks.
Not bad, not bad. But I think you'd do better with a little smile, you know? You're so pretty. You need to sell yourself, you know?
Trucy, let's take it easy for starters.
No.
Oh, she doodling. Aww. That's so cute.
Introverts be like.
It'd be like that. Art to express yourself.
Thank you for taking my case.
Okay. Well, that's a start, I guess. There she goes with the nail polish again.
That's great, really. It's so cultured.
What to try?
Oh, really?
Girls.
Women.
Women. The victim, Drew Mission, was a forger. The stolen painting was found in his studio. A life of crime, really. And maybe one that led to his death.
Shit happens. Oh, the judge got COVID. Too bad.
It's incuritis!
No.
No.
No, it's more along the lines of heavy. I'm allergic to the bullshit that arrives every time Phoenix's ilk arrive. That means you, Justice.
No.
Back.
Well, we will now, begin the trial, trial of the Verimer Mission.
Is the judge okay? His voice is all raspy and he's looking around all nervous like.
The repercussions of today's trial will most likely be felt for a long time, and may, indeed, alter our legal system forever.
Today is a test of the jury system, and the first step towards a new order in our courts. Daddy's secret mission. The jurors will.
Do not say daddy in my fucking courtroom.
She's been saying daddy ever since we started this. The juries will function like a jury. It is hoped their inclusion will help the courts to better reflect the people's will.
What? Jurist in the courtroom.
3 closed-circuit cameras watch this courtroom at all times. The jurors have access to everything that transpires. Jurist, judge well, and judge cool.
Now see here, Prosecutor Gavin. I was going to say that, you bitch.
My apologies there, Judge.
Jurists. Today, judges today's trial coolly. if you would be so kind. I'm hip and cool with the kids.
Law. They don't affect the trial with evidence, but by their feelings. And we're about to find out just what effect they're going to have.
My feelings.
Feelings.
Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. The details of the case, if you would.
The victim is the painter Drew Misham. He was killed in his own studio. His coffee was poisoned. By whom, you ask? By none other than the defendant, Vera Misham.
There was poison in the coffee.
Actun, someone has been doing their homework. Indeed, poison was not present in the coffee, but on the mug itself.
Did the person drink it without fucking touching the side? Without... trying to think how that works, and that's not working in my brain. A mug? Ah, residue was found on the rim. On the rim, I see.
The autopsy
It's somehow not in the fucking coffee cup itself.
The autopsy report describes the manner of our victim's death.
The court accepts this as evidence. According to this report, says you're a pussy. Dun 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 dun. I fucking love that video so much. I have a peer-reviewed study here. Says you're a pussy.
Banana.
The victim's death was caused by that poisoning.
A chemical compound that was not occurred naturally. Lethal doses at a mere 0.002 milligrams. A touch of that in the body.
I told you what?
We're just gonna call that that.
Asmeralda Manakuda Karakuda Karo.
It's a touch of the Reaper's scythe.
Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. You may present your witness.
I have for you today a simple man for a simple case. A
Oh
man,
no, it's the unknown.
a man who witnessed the murder in his entirety.
By the way, I just want to point out that that was a reference to a very real Magic the Gathering card. And you need to see this fucking thing, because it is...
Hey, Fitz.
Hi, hello everybody. Why did I come in while talking about Magic the Gathering?
The card title's name is so long that its cost is in the card text.
What the fuck? Oh my god. That is unreal.
The funniest part is there's an official ruling that says Asmeralda Marta 610 and Kudakar. It's pronounced how it's spelled.
They did this on purpose.
Well, actually, no. This character existed. This was a character that existed canonically in Magic's lore for years, and people for years have been wanting them as a card. And everyone's just like, but the name's too long. And then they just...
It's like, the name's too long. And they're like, bad.
Please stop doing your taxes in the courtroom.
No. The journalist, no doubt. Here comes the unknown.
The witness will state his name and occupation.
I'm not prepared for you to do the thing
Oh
again.
god.
I asked Maz to not, like, use the voice mod for this one.
Alrighty.
It's funny that you think that can stop me.
Wow.
Ow!
No, you're okay?
You okay?
My chair turned when I went to step.
Oh no.
Ah, right. Well, for starters, my name's Mark Russell. My job is a lone observer of the world. Nothing else.
In other words, a freelance journalist, right?
Frank West.
If you don't mind, I'd like to state something here for the record. Yes, Mr. Russell. Oh, sweet Jesus, what is that? Ignore the VHX.
No, I don't think I will.
I dislike conclusions, specifically the aspects of jumping to conclusions. I've been making unknown jokes and he's talking about preconceptions.
This is ass.
Hey, dude.
Preconceptions make Park's sandbox of endless desert waste. End quote.
But you are a journalist. You said so yourself yesterday.
Well, that's true, yes. But you must understand, I stand before you a man with a dream. I'm offering you my testimony in exchange for exclusive rights to the story.
That's not how that works, buddy.
It's not how.
That is extortion.
Scoop turns Mr. Russell into 100% that bitch.
I agree.
I am, how you could say, serving cunt.
No.
We
No.
an unknown line like that.
How do you do, fellow kids?
How do you do, fellow kids?
I enjoy human activities like breathing and eating food.
Eating
I've
hot
slayed
chip
in
and
dungeons
lying.
forgotten by man.
Be bisexual, eat hot chip, and lie.
Let's hear your testimony then, shall we? Please stop crawling on the walls.
A simple case, eh, Gavin? For me, the jury is still out.
Do you guys also enjoy normal human activity called breathing oxygen?
No.
Well, existing.
I visited the studio around 9 that night to do the interview. The first outsider enters the atelier. Journalistic history made. End quote. His daughter brought us coffee right after we started. And you know what happens next. Star falls. End quote. No one else entered the room besides her the whole time. What the actual fuck is going on?
I don't know, Judge.
We really are just letting anyone into the courtroom these days. Even that.
I can't wait until the Mimic shows up in Dual Destiny.
That does sound like a simple case.
Really enough. But
Unless
it's the
were the one who poisoned him. Yes, Judge. Need I remind you, the cameras are rolling today. Ooh, cameras! I thought
I have
the
no
need was a bit dramatic.
I have no response to any of this.
You didn't do it, did you?
Me do a thing like that? Come on, that's like newsmaker making the news. End quote. Or even contemporary witch hunt. End quote. I know. Wild accusations rock courtroom. End quote. I am standing halfway through my door.
Rock indeed. Prosecutor Gavin sure looks like he's having fun. I am talking to a fucking creepypasta. This is amazing.
Ah, ow, ow, ow. There we go. Ah.
So happy for him.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Your cross-examination, please. He's even twitching like the fucking thing.
I mean, everyone's twitchy. You're gonna call them the unknown?
Well, they don't look like the unknown. This one does.
You can make the argument I look like the unknown.
Oh, pardon me.
Starfall, my favorite game.
It's about star falling.
You remember Starfall? That one fucking elementary school
Skyfall.
that one elementary school program?
No.
Sky falls
Oh,
Oh, by the way, have you...
you're too old for
when it
that.
crumbles. We will stand tall and face it all. Together let the sky fall. When it crumbles,
Having fun
we
there.
So,
will stand tall and
I will turn on the
face it
microwave.
all together at Skyfall. I actually sang that for a middle school talent show. I'm pretty sure I probably talked about that before, but I don't know.
That's news to me.
I'm sorry, we interrupt this program to bring you the following. 7-Eleven is launching a line of sparkling waters with flavors that include green apple, orange, hot dog water.
What the? Is that a real thing?
Yes!
What the fuck? Oh god. Bless the
Biscuit
souls of anyone who drinks that.
This is
Math.
from 7-Eleven's corporate page.
What the fuck?
God.
Corporate just be doing anything nowadays. Starfalls, huh? It's like an old telegram. Send money over. Wowie zowie! Oh my god.
So much typing.
Zowie, you don't know. That's like a journalism code word. An important personage passes away. A star falls. Get it?
But there's no gravity in space. Is there? I wouldn't think stars could fall, really.
Ow! My neck!
Can't turn your head 180 degrees. I mean, you can, but it'll kill you.
I know someone who can do it. But I don't want to.
Actual neck snap from Stolas.
That fucking happened in the show, do you not remember?
Yeah, that's why I said that.
Does this matter?
Holy shit.
Oh
Mac error detected.
Oh boy. This is good stuff. Good stuff. How about Star breaks? Let's punch. I know. Star dies. Lex imagination. Of course it could go if Drew dies. Straight to the point. I like it.
You say Mr. Misham has the coffee too. But did you actually see him drink the coffee?
Of course. He who sees it wins, but he who says it wins bigger. End quote. I live in a man sees dog eat dog and writes about it world. Get. Ow. Ow. Ooh. That one neck pop really fucked my neck. I'm looking at a scenario where one day I'm going to go get a massage, and the crack that comes out of my back's going to take out the tri-state area.
Damn.
Yeah.
I guess I can't say I saw him drink it, really. He had one so-called sip, if that. Man puts lips to mug, drinks, end quote. That poison is quite virulent, I hear. My stomach did a so-called somersault. Since I gulped down that coffee without so much as a second glance at it. Oh, pardon me. Wait, maybe something's there. Some kind of so-called trick. That's what you people call it, right? Anyone want to venture a guess for the record?
Bitch keeps yapping. Yap, yap, yap. All he does is yap.
I'll see you in your nightmares.
Does this guy have a pause button?
No. I can't find it.
Very important, Judge.
The victim drank his coffee, then immediately fell over.
Oh, yes. Yes. You can go to the press with that one.
Your Honor, this is a vital piece of information. Please add it to the testimony.
Very well, the witness will add this to his testimony, and stop doing that.
Vital. Right. He had one sip, if that. The next moment, he was on the floor. Floor.
Objection!
You know problem with a particular property of the poison used, atropine,
No, it's that. Say that.
that
Yeah.
Oh?
That's.
I have eaten the judge.
no. He's assimilated the judge.
Oh, Prosecutor Gavin was quite clear about the poison. A lethal dosage of 0.002 milligrams paralyzes the central nervous system. If you drank that, even you, Mr. Justice, would be reduced to a quivering pile.
I take offense to that.
Example. Because you're pitiful. Unfortunately, we aren't told everything. There was a vital omission in Prosecutor Gavin's information.
Bitch.
An omission.
That is as virulent as he says.
This bitch stupid.
But death doesn't come upon ingestion, not immediately. That's because atropine is slow acting.
No, it's that because that is slow acting.
That's because that is slow acting.
This bit is stupid.
So acting.
Takes off like a helicopter. According to one forensic scientist.
How have I gotten myself into a position that's both comfortable and uncomfortable?
I call that the help me. Anyway. There.
It's one of the most virulent poison, but is absorbed into the body astonishingly slowly. It takes at least 15 minutes from the time of ingestion for adverse effect to show.
I wonder what he.
Adverse effect.
I wonder what he did in those 15 minutes.
Oh my god.
Oh, regret. Oh, my back.
My bag. My bag.
Maybe method acting as the unknown's a bad idea.
Most likely.
You don't have the money. You don't have the money to do all those body movements.
Then why would I need money for that?
Do you want to break your body for free?
Perhaps.
Ugh.
I don't think he's okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay, I say as I cough. I look up the lyrics for Just Look My Way, and why does it have, you might also like, a Eminem song, another Helluva song, and a Nicki Minaj song? Two of these things do not make sense.
Combined together?
I feel like this is it's trying to tell you something.
I don't know what. This is a song that a sad bird demon sings.
How the hell do I do this? This ain't funny. I am sick to death of this nonsense. I am disgusted.
And Neo died.
This is okay. But why is that number so large?
I'm back. Sorry, I went to use the bathroom and there was a mosquito hawk in there.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Oh!
They're not that bad.
When I went home for spring break, I had to deal with like mayflies coming into my house and a few of them even getting into my room like every single day because there was like a bunch of them going around.
That sucks. Yeah, there was just a fucking mosquito hawk chilling in the bathroom. I don't even know how he got in there.
Just teleported in.
Yeah, he just kind of motioned to like his way into the bathroom. I don't know why he's there. If we suppose that the moment Mr. Misham sipped the coffee was when he sealed his fate, then he would still have had time to he would have still had time left to enjoy his last cup of joe.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, look at that. Look,
Along came the Michelin
I
Man.
like your cut, G.
Order! Order! That's the meaning of this.
The Michelin Man.
If what the defense says is correct, why, that contradicts the entire testimony we've just heard.
Mr. Brushel, anything to say on the record?
Off the record, I hate that perk.
Off the record. Dead Rising off the record. I love that game.
So, acting. It was virulent, alright. Even then, it had already begun digging its claws into the journalist.
He's working on his scoop.
Objection!
It's Brushel, ja? Hey, Brushel. Let's take a trip back down memory lane.
Huh?
Did the victim really die the instant he took a sip? Think it over. This is vital.
You know what I think?
That was the right answer the whole time.
I
That was-
think that was a not so subliminal suggestion. End quote.
I admit it does cause a problem if he died when you say he died. I would be forced to say off reader send to my simple case. And you would be forced
It's
to
off leader saying,
you would be forced to say farewell to the article.
Enough. Remember when I called you on in cold
I don't know. What are you saying?
You are eating while you're talking, dude.
Remember when I got onto you for eating cold Taco Bell burritos?
Yeah.
I'm a complete hypocrite. I'm doing literally the same thing right now.
There's nothing wrong with congealed sour cream.
Ew.
No, it's not even that. It's literally just beans.
Mean.
Me and the boys at 3 a.m. looking for beans!
can't write a story based on conjecture, can you? And as the case drags on, other reporters will pick up the scent.
Watch me, bitch.
And you'll be forced to kiss your exclusive scoop goodbye.
I brought a Mori.
Oh.
Scoop. Scoop. Oh, wait, just a second. Just 1 second.
We're waiting! Out with it!
I think I just recalled a so-called important detail. A revival of recollection, end quote. A story's survival, end quote.
Attorney utterly confused, end quote.
You're not pronouncing that right.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Actually, I did notice something when I visited the studio. I heard of a poison that takes its sweet time, see?
But not where I've been safe for the last few minutes, apparently.
How did I make that noise?
I don't know.
You ever just make a noise that's like, how'd I do that? It's like a damn VCR player breaking. VCR player, that's fucking redundant. VCR! Mr. Brushel, are you saying you noticed something that explains what happened?
The editor for a poisonous contradiction, end quote. You might say.
I still have no idea what you're talking about, end quote, I might say.
Ugh.
I figured it out, but only after an in-depth interview. See, thanks to my journalism skills, I know who poisoned that coffee.
He is even standing like the. What the fuck was that stance?
Yeah.
Man, his stance the fuck up. Order! Order!
As far as I can tell, the witness is standing by his testimony. That Mr. Misham died the instant after he drank.
Of course, I'm standing by my testimony.
Okay, bye.
I'm standing inside your walls. I'm standing on the roof of your car.
Oh.
I'm standing in your mind.
Get comfy.
Head empty. Stupid.
It's crowded in there.
Why are there so many boys kissing in here? And my dream of exclusive rights to this story.
I suppose it was too much to hope for.
Is that Nagito Kamida?
What? What was?
Of course he would have choose a simple case, not him.
Him?
Phoenix Wright. Who else?
Get it? He will not survive inside my mind. I will crush him with all of my knowledge.
You said the forbidden name? Die?
Octoon Airbrusher, report for us, if you would. What is it that you noticed?
This court is a critical trial of the juris system. I'm afraid no room for doubt is permissible. You will testify to the court about what you noticed.
When I arrived at the studio, Mr. Misham was at his desk. He seemed to be writing a letter, but he quickly sealed the envelope. I thought nothing of it at the time, of course. Now that I think about it, what if he was writing a suicide note?
A suicide note.
Yes, he had this look on his face. Man's face inscrutable as the quadratic equation. End quote.
Suicide? Poor Mr. Misham. But that means
I love
they're
suicide.
innocent.
He was such a good wrestler.
Someone commit suicide? Interview?
Yes, that happened before. Oh.
Hey man, nice shot. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
Wow.
I do not have the Waluigi button right now.
So he put.
You cannot do
He
this
saw
to
you?
me.
Wah!
Early reporter gets worm. End quote. That's my secret.
I'm not sure I follow.
It's the night of the interview. I arrive 15 minutes ahead of schedule. The handle turns, the door opens, and I barge in.
Are you sure that's okay to do? I mean, isn't that unlawful entry, really? Oh boy.
What did you just say? Mr. Misham sure seemed to think so. You should have seen him. He crammed his letter into that yellow envelope as fast as he could.
Yellow.
Piss envelope, piss envelope, piss envelope. It went in the piss drawer.
It's just so stupid.
I found the poop sock.
No, no. Oh god.
Not the jar!
No, no.
I know a secret when I spot one. That was one.
It does seem significant. Well, Mr. Justice,
When will Mr. Justice hit the orange justice?
Nah.
I wonder.
Add it to the testimony.
Testimony vital, Your Honor.
Very well, please add it to your testimony then.
Hey, why not? My account comes free of charge.
Your skins don't.
Yeah.
Brr.
It was a yellow envelope. I heard it was left at the scene of the crime.
So you're
That was
saying-
close enough to what
so
I
you-
said.
So you're saying that you pissed red.
Objection!
You should get that checked out, my friend.
As it just so happens, there was a single letter in a desk drawer at the scene. In a red envelope. Ah! Jesus Christ!
Oh my god.
Prosecutor Gavin.
I'm fine, don't worry about me.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Cut to Gavin and fucking Apollo's just like hanging on him, scared out of his mind.
Yes.
Was a yellow envelope found at the scene of the crime.
Y'all should consider lucky that there's not a import of the unknown for source filmmaker yet. I would be a menace.
Oh god. I'm sure there will be one soon.
Man, I can't wait for the unknown jockey.
Genuinely, that's a coin flip these days because like the main DVD model Ripper has given up on source filmmaker stuff.
So
Oh, you telling me?
hopefully someone else can take the mantle.
I just want the knight's friends.
Unfortunately, no. But hey, Forehead. It's easy to mistake the color of an envelope.
From what? I guess. But not this envelope. You see, it was postmarked already. 7 years ago.
It's easy to mistake the color of an envelope. Well, I guess you're colorblind, but no.
Like, yellow to red? That's a pretty stark. Like, if it was like orange to red or pink to red, maybe I'd understand, but like, that's a
I
stark
have
contrast.
special eyes.
Look.
My brand!
Look what your special eyes.
My brand!
Well,
Well, Mr. Russell,
I can explain that. True, right when we wanted to get that envelope, better in an envelope potato. Get it out of my beady, out of sight of my beady eyes, right? So he grabbed the nearest envelope and crammed away.
Whole yellow contradiction, chump.
Me kicking the unknown in the shin.
do you want me to make more Eldritch noises? Because that's how I make more Eldritch noises.
Don't do
Not
it.
particularly.
Believe me, when this dude has his eventual breakdown,
Oh no.
remember the horrible noises I would make as Kokichi?
Uh-oh.
You gotta make that shit look like child's play. Well, Mr. Justice,
I'm scared.
have you anything to say about to the witness's claim?
It's impossible. It's impossible.
Shush. What does this mean?
That's
Why-
impossible.
Ah, I like your expression. So full of confidence.
Thank you. It's simple, really.
You're hot.
Ah, that's hot. As it just so happens, the defense team investigated the contents of this envelope. With, the assistance of a forensic scientist.
What?
What? Know that this letter is addressed to Drew Mission.
My nipples!
I would select him. Let alone send a suicide note to himself.
I'm okay. Don't worry about it. Caffeine. I drink the human drinks.
Order! 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 Mr. Brushel, can you explain this to the court?
Oh my. How
No,
could I have
what
forgotten?
was that? Like hit your mic.
I was slapping myself to break the loop.
It made it sound like a beat drop. It was really funny. Oh my.
Malfunctioning robot.
I suppose this happens to the best of us. Reporter gets old, forgets lots. End quote.
I'm still waiting for an explanation, Mr. Brushel.
Well, that's the thing to see. After he put his letter in that envelope, Mr. Mission sat there searching his desk drawer for something.
I want to point out that this music is titled Strange and Weird People.
What are you?
Perfectly apt description for what we're dealing with right now.
I take great offense to that word. People.
Pick.
What did I just stumble upon?
Gas and hell, my fucking House of Osmodia stuck in my head.
Give me the templates.
So, over under on me fucking up my voice tomorrow?
His desk drawer?
Yes. A stamp. A so-called postage stamp. End quote.
A stamp? Whatever for? Autosave.
Well, to mail his letter. What else? And then, why, yes. I think I saw him put it in his letterbox. Yes, it was a yellow envelope, and he put it in that
Box. You opened it. I came.
Oh,
I did have it. I did.
I didn't press anything, I just skipped it.
Well, apparently this yellow letter had nothing to do with the cake.
Oh, how I wish it did. Just think if that were a suicide note. What a story. Starlight suicide note in front of reporters. False. End quote.
As I was saying, that has nothing to do with this case. That said,
It's Your Honor?
It makes me wonder about the contents of that red envelope. $100,000 is quite a good deal of money.
So this was from 7 years ago, yeah?
Oh, 1 second. There it is.
It's here.
Thank you. Is there a second one coming, or is it not going?
So, am I finished? Here. I mean, am I finished here? I was thinking of, going home to start writing.
Ew, there's gonna shit on my screen. There's gonna shit on my screen.
In the house of Asmodeus.
I hate to state what should be pretty obvious to anyone, but when you catch the scene, but when you catch the scent of a story, you make that the rather unique face.
Come on. Attorney has an active imagination. Little else. Quote.
Even I noticed something, and my eyes aren't what they used to be. No, I'm starting to understand what all this perceiving stuff is about.
How dare you steal my line again, you whore. I can read your thoughts.
Judge has active imagination, end quote.
Please, continue with your testimony. Tell us about the scent of a story.
Hey, I'm the one asking questions here. Usually. Actually, it took a bit of work to get a thumbs up on the interview. Porter Leveridge's story gets his interview. End quote. The story concerned a certain case from 7 years ago. That red envelope should probably had something to do with it. Say what you will, but Drew's talent was without compare. So you threatened to go to the press with this story. That's how you got your interview? Blackmail?
Ah, yes, the dirty journalist tactic.
Well, yes. I mean, no. No, 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 no. It wasn't exactly black.
What?
I mean, I'm not... Something wrong, Mr. Brushel?
Oh my god.
I am committed to the bit!
Even if it kills you.
No.
Look. This is my story, my tidbit. Journalist info is livelihood. End quote. He's a loser, a fossil, and I don't mean to sound hostile, but the artist was a coward. I see. While you have me chatting away in here, what's going on out there? What if some Wally Wordsworth or Sally Scooper gets wind of my story? Wally Wagford? They could be going to the press while I'm going to waste. The court feels your pain, Mr. Justice.
You okay there?
Mr. Brushel! Mr. Justice, let's pick up the pace. This really is just happened. Things were happening 7 years ago.
Under the table, under the table, under the table,
Under the table, under the floorboards, under the floorboards. CERN case 7 years ago. Wait, 7 years ago?
Hey, my bracelet's going off. What the?
What the fuck?
What am I looking at?
I'm looking at his armpit.
The fuck?
Is he sweating?
Why are you?
Why is the sweat?
Apollo,
Why is
what
the
is
sweat
wrong with
going out?
you?
Why is the sweat like going back in the body?
Ew.
If you're so damn interested, take a picture.
Sweat much, Mr. Bruchel?
That's weird, Apollo.
Well, yeah. Well, a man can't help his glands, you know. That's a bad sentence.
It's more than that. When Mr. Misham's talon was mentioned, you suddenly began to sweat buckets.
Bucket.
You're hiding something about his talent.
I'm just gonna take this off real quick. No real reason.
Prepare yourselves. Holy shit!
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
You know what's wild? That one hurt less than the other ones.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's ridiculous.
Evidence time. Let's show where Mr. Misham's true talent lay. It just so happens I have evidence to show the talent mentioned in that letter.
Whew.
It's fun screeching like that. I ain't even gonna lie.
This painting was found in Mr. Misham's studio. There are two problems with this painting. The first is it wasn't painted by Mr. Misham. The second is that there was another painting in the studio, which looked exactly like this one, except it was only half done. Then we have a letter discussing a payment of $100,000, which suggests a certain business operation. The business of making forgeries. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is all, Your Honor.
That was an easy one, too.
Ugh.
I'm becoming accustomed to the horrible noises of the Eldritch.
You're adapting.
I was born in it, molded by it.
Everyone, please. Everyone. Can we keep this private? Please. This is my story, my scoop.
Forgery. That is a serious crime.
Drew Mishram is known as an artist these days. But there were rumors that he dabbled in another kind of art until a few years back.
Another art, meaning forgery?
Drew Mishram was talented, alright. Talented at making precise, detailed fakes. A fact that certain criminal elements were quick to discover. You know, earth, wind, fire, water, criminal. These 5 nations lived in balance.
And Neo died.
The burrito is gone. I killed it.
You killed it.
Ooh, pardon me.
Dang, I guess Neo really did die.
The
There they
criminal elements? What? You can't seriously be talking about...
Exactly. I'm talking about forging evidence. The rumors started circulating 7 years ago. Does Bruno Mars is gay?
The most discussed in the media in a few years ago.
7 years ago? So are we to understand that this letter, this payment of $100,000 was for?
Exactly. Forge evidence that's tidy profits. End quote.
Falling!
Oh my god.
I'm okay. Order! 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 Why, it's like our victim was living a double life.
Your bracelet is ugly.
Damn.
Aha! This is my chance!
Oops,
So the
sorry.
so the victim had ties to the criminal world, right? So we could have plenty of enemies we know nothing about.
Objection!
This is my first time hearing of this criminal world. We certainly found no criminal connections when we conducted our investigation.
Objection!
But how do you find all this money? You have to admit there's a possibility of some illegal activity here.
Objection!
But there is no proof tying this letter to our case. Our case was and remains simple from the beginning. Only the defendant could have poisoned that mug that night. And you, of course.
Hey. The only thing I poison is my pen. And I'm writing reviews.
Mr. Brushel, your testimony to this point has been quite unreliable. It doesn't speak well of your reporting acumen.
What are you talking about?
I didn't know all that.
What are you talking about? My journalism is rock solid.
Didn't know I could do that voice, by the way.
You learn something new every day.
Journalism so solid you could stand an elephant on it. End quote.
In any case,
Elephants are cool.
let's hear a summarized recap of your testimony. If we can ascertain the situation in that studio from the recap, the trial is over.
Apollo, what's he talking about?
Cross-examination showed Mr. Bruchel didn't have reason or means to poison him. As long as there's no other suspects, then the killer had to be Vera. That's what. This next testimony is our last chance.
Haha. My voice acting headsets comes tomorrow.
Mr. Brushel, your testimony, please.
Give it the deets, man.
That night was the defendant. It was Vera who poured coffee. She admitted as much herself. The only thing that touched Drew's lips during the interview was that mug. And nothing left in that studio. Nothing left that studio after he died.
Nothing.
Clearly, the only one who could have poisoned him was his daughter.
A nice testimony. Clear.
Okay.
Succinct.
Succinct and without room for doubt. Ah, shucks.
Ah, shucks. You really think so?
I believe this clarifies the situation that night. Very well, Mr. Justice, you may begin your final cross-examination.
Load shotgun.
No, once again, you're Apollo.
Nah.
I still have one trump card left to play. And I won't let this trial end until I use it. Not a thing, for sure.
Yep. Sure. Well, with one exception.
One exception? What?
Journalist Spark Brushel does interview, leaves studio. End quote.
This is somehow even more creepy.
Come on.
That is a skill that I've learned to practice over the years. Being able to loop my own laugh.
Based.
Like, I've never had any, like, for as long as I have no real intent to do any sort of voice acting stuff, but that is, like, one thing that's, like, if I ever, like, there's a haunted house in town, they need someone, I can do that shit.
Come on, Mash, join us.
I'd like to, but I don't know where to begin. And also, I'm missing teeth, so people might hear that. It's a joke, get it? Not funny, I know. But still.
Did something in the studio? Why does that sound familiar? Have I heard something like that before?
Now that we've
proven our witness. Now that we've proven our witness is a comedian of sorts, I'd like to turn to our defense attorney before returning to the testimony. Do you have any idea of what, if anything, might have been left in the studio that night?
Just
Might
one.
have left the studio.
Just
Oh yeah.
One
more
Just
thing.
one thing.
One thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know. Time is a valuable thing. Watch the clock go by as a pendulum swings. And I don't know the lyrics past this point.
I think one thing might very well have left the studio that night, actually. A certain something that has vanished from the crime scene.
By which you mean something other than our witness.
Of course.
Don't tell me. Is there a mission?
Believe me, the comic relief I may provide is entirely unintentional. Felt that.
Then let's see what you've got for us, Mr. Justice. I'll eat this cheese stick.
Well, the thing wasn't... This thing wasn't at the scene of the crime, so I can't show it to you. But I do have evidence that shows how it could have been taken from the scene. This is the only link between that studio and the outside world.
A letterbox.
What did Mr. Bruchel just tell us? The studio on the night of the murder. The victim had just finished writing a letter.
Yeah, I said that. And yes, it's true.
Furthermore, he went on to tell us that he put the letter in a yellow envelope and put it in the letterbox.
Ah,
But that very same letterbox was empty. In other words, that night, the yellow envelope disappeared.
Ah, yes, intriguing. The envelope had disappeared from the scene of the crime. Of course, this changes nothing.
Oh,
hold on, let him cook.
But
He has a point, Mr. Justice. Terrible bit idea. Judge tries modern slang for a court case.
I mean, we're trying to use a new system, so it works.
Damn it, I hate that you have a justification. What we're trying to figure out is how the poison got into Mr. Misham.
Someone died.
That was Fitz. Is it really important that this envelope the witness says he saw disappeared?
God damn, Apollo. Your taxes can't be that important.
well, if it did disappear, then something did leave that studio that night. That seems very important to me.
Very well then. The witness will add this to his testimony.
You got it.
I still think this fails to change anything, Air Forehead.
The fat penguin.
Wah, 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 wah.
I wonder how the Penguin TV show will expand the Robert Pattinson universe.
Yeah, the teaser did come out of. Was it today or a few days ago?
A few days ago.
I wouldn't be so sure. A letter disappeared from the crime scene that night. This is exactly the opening I've been looking for.
New
We just
dialogue.
got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from.
This is new dialogue, man.
Oh, fuck.
A letter was put in the post from the studio. But I hardly think that matters.
Hold it!
Your mom.
That's
You're sure about that?
Well, to be really precise, I was busy gobbling mint candies the whole time.
Objection!
Shut the fuck up, Apollo.
Bruh moment.
At the time of the autopsy, no fresh fragrance of mint filled the room. And no mint residue was found.
I want your thoughts on this video that I'm gonna post real quick.
You're not gonna get my thoughts, sorry.
Dang.
What is this? That's just every Bollywood show or movie ever.
True. Why?
I keep expecting this to cut into a Ryuki edit.
It was a long shot anyway.
Like when that fucking breakdown out of this fucking queuing alive. Which once again, have to remind people, was sung by Ash's Japanese voice actress.
Don't tell me you're still trying to prove this. You think the victim ate, drank, or otherwise ingested something other than the coffee?
Oh, a Spider-Verse short has been put out.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Justice, if you have some proof, Morty.
I'm gonna rip that taxes away from you, Apollo. I'm gonna throw it out the window.
Your ass is getting audited.
The possibility is there, I can feel it. Just maybe not prove it. Not yet. The possibility isn't going to cut it, not now. Mr. Misham ingested that poison via a route other than that coffee.
I can prove it. Wait. Yeah, I can prove it.
Proof is possible. Here goes nothing.
You do understand what we need, yeah? Proof, air forehead, not possibilities.
Of course, and Prosecutor Gavin, I hope you understand. I'm ready to give you that proof.
Oh. What did you say?
I have proof on the disappearing envelope.
I saw him.
If you're waiting for the dream to answer through water.
Which was picked up by the mailman, I assume.
Of course, which means that envelope had a stamp on it.
Stem. Ah!
As we all know, stamps come with dried glue on the back.
So they
In order
put
to
the-
use the glue, you have to wet it
I get
with
it.
your tongue by licking the stamp.
No one worth talking to actually licks stamps in this day and age.
Even if you wanted to talk to him, you couldn't. He's dead, after all. Oh, dead as hell.
Okay, so you licked the stamp, but wait. How does that explain
What the hell?
How did I explain that on the rim of the coffee mug?
Because he licked it and then he drank.
I'll be right back. There's someone like fighting outside.
Oh,
Oh no.
On.
yeah, careful. If he licked the back of a poison stamp, the poison would get on his tongue, yes? What would then happen if you put the coffee mug to his mouth, Those traces on the mug weren't the killer's doing. It was the other way around.
Now we wait.
Some sort of couples argument.
Oh.
Didn't see a gun, didn't see a knife, don't care.
Yeah,
At least it wasn't anything like.
but yeah, at least it's not
Yeah.
violent.
Loud as fuck though, can hear him through my fucking headset and the fan.
That sucks.
Oh.
I yelled at them that it's 11 o'clock, but
Yeah,
that'd be
and
hypocritical.
you don't want to like get on their bad side.
What?
You don't want things to escalate.
Oh no,
The coffee mug
that
didn't
was
poison
behind.
Mr. Misham. Mr. Misham poisoned the coffee mug himself.
Order! But that doesn't... Does it?
Recall, if you would. That is a slow-acting poison, yes? The poison entered his body when he put the stamp on that envelope. And his time wasn't up until the very moment he touched his lips to that cup of joe.
What the fuck are you saying, out of our head?
I'm smart.
This does make an interesting story.
You have something to add, Mr. Brushel?
His nose is picking up another scent.
To give him the Time magazine for sure.
One of you farted. As I believe I mentioned earlier. Well, that's the thing, see? After he put his letter in that envelope,
So he put his envelope in the letter.
Mr. Misham sat there searching his desk for something. Yes. A stamp. A so-called postage stamp. End quote. But you know, I don't seem to remember him ever finding one.
Maybe he just ran out.
Incidentally, research the desk drawer at the scene of the crime. There was no stamps, not a single one.
That does pose a problem. How would you prove that the stamp was coated with poison? Little bits of cheese in my back of my throat.
Actually, I'm glad no other stamps were found. It makes proving the stamp he used was poisoned outside. Or possible. What the fuck? Sorry, I'm looking at it through like the minimized screen. Because I was typing something, so I'm like, I can read this. No, I couldn't.
Good show, good show. You can't even prove there was a stab at the... You can't even prove there was a stab at the sea in the first place. No, I will not let him cook.
No.
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say anyway. Where's your evidence that proves the evidence of a poison stabbed?
Me one tiny. You're far more shorter than expected.
Well, that's certainly a cute little frame. And by little, I mean really little.
That is the color blue.
It was on the victim's desk, Your Honor.
Head empty.
Quite empty, as you can see for yourself.
Thank God, head empty.
I noticed that too during my inspection. So what?
Apparently you weren't as observant as you should have been. You see, when you saw this frame, it was missing something quite important.
Missing something.
Argument has been typed.
Yes, a pale bluish stain on the inside of the frame.
Let me just, Oop.
That residue.
Gack residue. What? What was I told about these?
Oh, pardon me.
The frame is only 2 inches square. The face of the frame is even smaller.
Inch resetting. Sorry.
Maybe an inch wide at most.
You aren't saying.
Oh, but I am. Tell me, what fits in such a small frame? A commemorative stamp, perhaps?
Window.
Luckily I did save right before that, so I didn't live.
Order! 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 The poison stamp was in this frame.
Impossible.
Prosecutor Gavin.
Why would he put something like that on his desk? Don't tell me he had it there so he could commit suicide if the moon struck.
I mean, I feel like that's been a plot point in other media before. You know, stuff like a cyanide pill or, you know, a gun with a single bullet.
A gun with 1 bullet.
Not in that way.
Can I say something? I had a thought, see?
What, Mr. Brushel? And stop jittering around like that.
The victim was a forger, right? There's a lot of money in that line of work. Forger forges friends, makes enemies too. End quote.
So, the stamp might have been a murder weapon aimed at him.
Objection!
There he goes.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Oh, Rich. That's Rich. Leave the ridiculous flights of fancy to the Gavinier song lyrics, please.
Finally, something we agree on.
The stamp was a murdered weapon? Nonsense. What is this Phoenix Wright bullshit you're speaking, Airforehead? Murder is a simple business. Who would go to such lengths? No one! It's been 7 years since the Phoenix Wright trial, and now it's just coming back, and Clavia's like, what the fuck is happening? I miss simple murder cases.
I do too.
Oh, I disagree.
Come again? Oh, but not right now.
Recall, if
Paula.
you would, the victim's reclusive lifestyle. Drew Misham hid from the world. He avoided meetings. His only contact with the outside world was the mail.
The mail.
Now, if you wanted to kill someone you couldn't meet, but you knew, what the
sorry.
fuck was that? Hold on, but you knew red letters. Okay, there we go. That makes sense. I just had to read it deeper. A stamp would be the perfect weapon.
Ridiculous! Where's your proof? I want proof!
Fuck your proof.
Show us evidence that this poison stamp was sent to him as a murder weapon! When you want proof, but your boyfriend said no.
I might not have evidence per se.
It's all coming together.
but things are finally starting to come together.
What is it, Apollo? Your fists are trembling. Knees weak. Mom spaghetti. Your palms are sweaty.
I know what happened. I don't believe it, but I can see it. I think I know how Mr. Mission was killed.
Well, fill us in, Mr. Justice.
Certain piece of evidence points to the truth, Your Honor. I can show you how someone with the intent to kill sent Mr. Misham to the stamp of death.
This letter from 7 years ago.
Isn't this the envelope? The one from 7 years ago?
Think of the text of the letter again. There were 2 pages in the envelope. This is page 1. And this is page 2. I want to draw your attention to one phrase in particular. Send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp within 3 days. Enclosed stamp, Your Honor.
Ah!
In other words, if I have this straight, the stamp, poison, on the stamp, lick, gasp, end quote.
And Neo died.
Now, what I had done exactly as the letter asked?
You'll sign the document, put it in the envelope, and put the stamp on it, right? Then he will put it in his letterbox.
15 minutes wouldn't have elapsed between fixing the stamp and mailing the letter. The clock started ticking, and when the time came, he drew his last breath. And the murder weapon would be taken away from the scene.
Quite conveniently, thanks to the postal system. I'm going to throw my gavel at you.
Such a splendid imagination you have here, Forehead.
Yeet!
Gosh. Let me confirm one thing with you, if I might. So, this poison stamp was inside this envelope from 7 years ago, yeah? Is that what you have us believe? Really?
Whoa.
It is a little bit of a stretch, but there's a possibility. Yes, a very small possibility. How small, I wonder? A poison stamp in this envelope? A stamp that then became the murdered weapon? How do you intend to prove this seeming coincidence? Well... You have to admit, Apollo is kind of stupid.
He's used to it at this point.
Seven. We don't even know who sent that letter.
And your answer is silence. I see. Very well, I move to... It's not nice to pick on the Fraulein Clavier. What the?
I'm
Hi! Where'd you come from?
I'm having visions.
That
Someone I would much rather see
that
right now.
legitimately scared me.
Why?
Yeah. It's
Well,
like, yeah.
like my Kristoff.
Someone who I very much rather see right
Do I
now.
sound like him?
Don't quit your day job.
He's a fake the whole time.
Don't you have a crime scene to be looking after, Fraulein Detective?
Someone had to come dig you out of all the mess you're making of this cave.
Thanks, Emma. Really cool.
You know, none of this would happen if you just trusted in science a little more. You can find out if you stamp. You can find out if that stamp was in that envelope easy.
Care to explain yourself, Fraulein Detective?
Glare at me all you want, but science is on my side. It's all in the residue, right?
That's right. The poison detection spray.
Produce the red envelope at once. You can open it on the authority of the court.
Gimme. Oh
Whoa,
my
DS puzzles upon you.
god. There it is.
DS puzzles for the rest of your days.
Whoa, would you look at that?
No mistaking it. That's atraquinine residue.
It's that, Emma.
I don't believe it. A murder weapon from the past. Now, 7 years later, it bears its fangs at last.
Absolutely outrageous. Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Why did this
No.
murder take place 7 years ago? I don't know why you're asking Apollo, Clavier.
Well, storming outside?
There's one possibility. Maybe Mr. Mission figured it out.
Figured what out?
He realized that the person who sent that letter wanted him dead. So he sent his reply with a different stamp.
And put his decisive evidence in a frame.
Hold it. Oh, hey, bro.
What the fuck?
Hold it.
He's back.
He's by.
I never left.
No.
He's obsessed.
Get him
Why
out.
do you think
Kill
I'm a
him.
hallucination?
Kill him. Do it.
Are you seeing things?
Ah! You're still here!
Can I make a statement here? On the record. I, Spark, Razortooth, Brushel, claim this scoop as mine.
Cares.
Through mission killed in cold blood
No one cares, man.
by sender of 7-year-old letter.
Damn. Journalists like you are annoying as shit.
As a journalism major, we do not claim him.
Hopefully not.
I claim the inside of your walls.
Okay.
Okay, definitely not.
I live inside the printing press.
Honestly, maybe you do.
I believe it.
I scrawl upon the walls of your internet.
I mean, yeah.
I eat your soul.
Take me out to dinner first.
Take.
This is not that DBD gone wild, sir. No, maybe something more succinct. I've killed Fitz. Star falls after 7-year delay. End quote.
Order! Order, order! I see no room for further argument here. Although I admit, it is all coming as quite a shock. To think that the murder weapon reached his mouth after 7 years. Stamp is ticket straight to afterlife.
You take that you finish that line, I will end yours. End quote.
Uh-oh. I think the witness is a bad influence on the judge.
When is the witness never not a bad influence on the judge?
Yeah.
I was about to say.
I see no further
Especially if you're
debate on this matter. The sender of that letter 7 years ago could hardly be our defendant.
Apollo? We won!
I think we just won.
Objection. Nuh-uh.
Very well, this court finds the defendant. Objection! What the fuck? God damn it! No, no, die! Break out the fiber breaker!
Is this the bright future of our legal system?
Prosecutor Gavin?
A ticket to the afterlife from 7 years ago. Tickets for Gavin shows are invalid after 2 weeks. Oh,
But it doesn't make any sense any other way.
wait a minute. Is he saying that the poison was forged or something?
It was fake?
No, I have a.
You fake poison.
Actually, I think it's more along the lines of the poison may have grown inert.
That would make more sense.
So how do you get poisoned? Like, well, obviously,
You know.
I know obviously how he got poisoned, but how did the poison like transfer to like, you know what I mean?
He died of poisoning.
It boggles
Real.
my mind that so many people haven't noticed this. There's a fatal contradiction in Air Forehead's claim.
You're getting femur broken.
No, you. And Neo died at the very tail end of
Oh,
this trial.
contradiction?
A poison stamp was placed in this envelope 7 years ago. Whereupon it was framed until now. If that's the case, then why would Drew Misham have done what he did? I mean, 7 years ago is a long time. I forget.
Explain. He must have realized it was poison.
Therein lies the rub. 7 years ago, the forger Drew Misham sensed the trap and put the stamp in a frame. I do not debate this, but this begs the question. Why, 7 years later, did he use that stamp on the night of the murder? You got a point.
Why not?
Maybe Drew felt goofy that night, I guess.
No.
Surely you don't mean to suggest that Mr. Misham simply forgot. He put the murder weapon in the frame on his desk for 7 years and forgot. You expect us to believe he sprang the trap on himself?
Yes. Oh my god.
While I admit this is all quite shocking myself, it does seem highly unlikely that he would fall afoul of a trap that had been sitting on his desk for 7 years.
Apollo? I'm not winning anymore.
Are you winning, son?
Are you winning, cheese? I need to get some Cheez-Its.
Oh, how dare you say that. Now I want them.
Mass Nick, this is how you both dress up going to search for the Cheez-Its.
I don't think we're winning anymore.
Ah, I'm glad to see we're all back in the real world now. Welcome back to reality. We've been waiting for you.
There goes
There
gravity.
goes gravity! Okay, then how do you explain the poison stamp that was in this envelope?
The poison stamp. Where exactly is this poison stamp again? Have you brought it to court for us? I see no proof that such a thing ever exists.
Objection!
Neo's died from atropine.
What about that residue, huh?
Oh, I agree, that does seem to be that residue. But their forehead is certainly no stamp. Look at that.
Look at this graph.
What the hell is this noise?
Oh, yeah, but...
Shut up! That's what you get! Give me your precious
the-
poison.
Best battle ground that I will ever give in my life.
Give me your precious poison stamp did exist. Drew Misham never would have used it. That is all.
I believe we've come to a conclusion. Again.
Apollo, were we wrong the whole time?
I can't believe it. Poison traces match up. It can't be coincidence.
I'd like to bring some closure to this issue. Sometime this year, Mr. Justice.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's review the facts and see where we stand. 7 years ago, Drew Misham received a red envelope. There were traces of the poison that on the document inside the envelope. A similar trace was also found at the crime scene. On this tiny picture frame. The defense has indicated the possibility of a yellow envelope. An envelope that left the scene of the crime when the poison stamped on it.
Yes, but even with this envelope contained a poison stamp. And Drew Misham, knowing this, put in the frame. He never would have used that stamp.
I'm afraid you're right. Which means there's a fatal flaw in the defense's case. I'm gonna have to put him down.
Oof. No.
I haven't been on the wrong track this whole time, I'm sure of it. The traces of that, the envelope, the frame, and Drew Misham's mysterious death. They're all connected somehow.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you have a conclusion for us?
Defense stands by its case, Your Honor.
Ruh-roh, Raggy? I just realized... Ah, no! What I was working on got corrupted.
Uh-oh.
God damn it! Let's see, at least I have screenshots. Pain in my ass.
Seeing the logical outcome of the evidence makes no sense.
I blame Fortnite. Specifically Easy Anti-Cheat.
Which means that one of our clues must be fake.
Ah, fake clue. Fascinating. And if we find this fake, your wild fantasies will prove quite reasonable, Jock.
This false clue that's thrown us off the poison trail is none other than...
The victim was a fake clue? I'm afraid I don't understand.
He's cake.
I have become the perfect being.
I'll explain. We have an envelope, a frame, and a mug linked by poison. That all makes sense. What doesn't make sense is the victim himself.
Objection! Congratulations, you completely lost me. So the fake evidence is none other than the master of fake himself, the forger. It makes a good story, I'll give you that.
The fake clue. Fakes. Forgeries. Ah!
I know that face. That's the I just had an idea face.
I don't know if I'm right, but I'm going with it anyway. What if our forger is the fake?
Come again.
Forger was the forgery all along.
7 years ago, our forger sniffed a trap and stepped aside. 7 years passed. Now the forger stumbles into that very same trap and dies. Why? Excuse me.
Excuse. Guess this is getting juicy here.
It's almost midnight. I need sleep. I have to wake up in 6 hours. That.
Don't worry, we're almost done.
Okay.
You see, I'm not blaming you, but...
Wow. That penguin upon me.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Forger who was killed was a fake.
Here we are again. The victim was a fake.
You know what? You know what?
When
sick
Forger
of this
smelled the
shit.
trap, when Forger fell into the trap.
You know what? I'm sick of this shit. You
That's
can judge
two
your own
forgers.
fucking trial. I'm gone.
One of them
I'm
was
out.
a fake. What is he doing? What is he looking for?
The judge is
I
done.
think he's looking for right.
Nah, the fat penguin scared him off.
Yeah.
They locked the door. Order! Order! Order!
So you are telling us that Drew
I said order, goddammit!
So you are telling us that Drew Misham, the victim, was a fake. Well, if he was the fake, who was the real forger? You better not be claiming there was some kind of switcheroo.
I swear to God, if you say the victim was cake, I'm going to end you. You're gonna die. I will sick the weirdo in
Just
the.
let me grab this knife.
I will grab the weirdo that's in the witness stand, and I will just unleash him. I don't know what's gonna happen after that. He might kill me. It might be the end of my life, in which I will thank him from hell. Put me out of my misery, please, God. God ain't listening. Ow. I'm afraid you're going to have to back up your story. Mr. Justice, show us just who the real Drew Misham was.
Drew Misham wasn't the real forger. There's only one other person it could have been. Understood, Your Honor. Forger Drew Misham was himself a forgery. The real forger was... probably his daughter. There can only be one explanation, really. The real identity of the forger known as Drew Misham is none other than... his only daughter, Vera Misham.
The Michelin Man.
Order, 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 order. Mr. Justice, this is going out on a limb, even for you.
I kinda agree. I mean, Vera a forger?
It's gonna before you write it off entirely. If you look at the paintings in the
No, I'm
studio,
good.
one fact becomes quite clear.
I said no.
Forgery had to have been taking place in that studio for quite some time. The forger wasn't caught in that trap 7 years ago. This could only mean that the one who was caught in the trap wasn't the forger.
Oh, actually, that does kind of make a certain kind of sense.
Wait a minute. She would be 12 years old. She's pretty good.
One more thing. Only 2 sets of fingerprints were found in the Forger studio. Oh yeah, one more thing. Drew Misham's and Vera Misham's. If we know that Drew Misham wasn't the Forger, that leaves only one possibility by process of elimination. The Forger was Vera Misham. Well,
I just realized whoever the guy that they tried to poison a 12-year-old.
Oh boy. Wonderful. Not wonderful, actually. What the fuck?
you know.
Fascinating. That's all I have to say about that bullshit. Hey, Vera.
Hey,
Vera Misham? You've been paying attention to the trial so far.
oh, so what?
Let's just ask her and be done with it, shall we? Who are you? Who is the Forger? Drew Misham?
She spooked. Was that an expression of emotion I saw on her face? She's staring holes into Prosecutor Gavin's face.
I'm used to being stared at by Fraudlines, believe me. So they usually talk to me too.
You don't need to hear about your goddamn sex life. Why is it always a sex thing?
Tell us, were you the one who forged those works of art? Nah.
Yeah.
Well, we got our answer.
So the forger, Drew Misham, was you. What?
Damn, she's tiny.
Small court was in an uproar and it wasn't coming down. We had to break for a 10-minute recess.
I hate
my
you.
God.
I hate you.
That's
I hate you.
it?
I hate you. I hate you.
I just want to point out that when Vera looked at Clavier, that was the face of fear.